All right, Shalom. I was like, where's the homie at? I'm like, something ain't right. I'm like, something ain't right. And then I heard the gate. They started rattling it again. I'm like, he done sent him. He sent the crew. He sent the
And a lot of these pedestrians like to give you a hard time, huh?
me.
Yeah. They like to give themselves a hard time.
You know what? If you can't see what's going on right now, and that the only way out of this thing is to know who you are. You know, okay. Let me ask you this: have you never seen me out here? I mean, I was over there. Sometimes I switch it up. But from the time we known each other, I haven't missed 1 week out here.
Oh yeah. What day is that?
Whatever day of the week it might be. It might be Saturday. Sometimes I was coming out for two days a week, and I'm an old man. But the point is now, like before COVID, right? Before COVID, he was like, whatever. And then when COVID came, you're like, oh shit, what are they doing? They could do some shit.
Yeah.
They could.
Man, how long you been a musician?
Shit.
Yeah?
I'm 60 now, so let's say 55 years.
Yeah.
It's a
How many
family
instruments you know how to play?
family thing. I don't know how to count that high. About 15. 15, yeah. Whatever you throw out there. I'm bad on the kazoo.
How long you been kicking down with
Moreno?
Moreno?
Wow. 30 years?
30 years?
30 years, yeah, going all the way back.
Man, you got to go way back.
Yeah.
His son still kicking with you guys?
Oh, yeah. Jake is really good.
Yeah.
Him and Jackie. I play with them all. They give me the call, like, what you want me to play?
Yeah.
Like, bring the guitar out, and I'm like, okay. And the kids do it all. I get to sit back and
Enjoy.
let them do it.
The melody, huh?
Let them do it, man.
That's awesome,
Shit.
man. You from Fresno?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
See you around, yeah?
All right, brother. Take it easy. I got you.
Mom's in the hospital.
Say it again?
I said my mom's in the hospital.
I'm going to put up a prayer for her.
She had heart surgery on Saturday.
Okay. She'll be all right.
So she's doing better now. So if you see her, don't see her out here because she's in recovery.
Got it.
So, but I'm opening up for the other lady that's been helping her out. But that's pretty crazy, gnarly stuff.
Yeah. Mine passed away last year, and it started getting bad, and then when it was time for her to go, we kind of knew it and made it better. But again, things that are coming on the earth right now, you don't even want to know if you're in the right place.
Right.
Because what is about to happen? It's about to get bad out here. They're bringing up people from everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And that's going to get tight. It's going to make shit tight. They're giving them money. That's going to start a fight. So we're going to be at each other's necks with no money, no food.
Stricter border control, huh?
You go step to me and say, so what do I got to do? I'm like, ready? Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites who come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. Also known as the United Snakes of America, the land on which we stand for 5 more days. The brother right here, he shop owner here. We talk, shit. We go so far back. I remember he used to look at me crazy. But it's that consistency, You're consistent. He was like, you ain't been on. I'm like, I was right across the street. But anyway, we come out to wake up the 12 tribes. All this time we've known each other, I understand the whole business aspect and, keeping up appearances. But there's going to come a time, I told the brother, there's going to come a time you say, well, what's going on? I'm like, hey, he might be an 11th hour, all right? Well, just hope for the best, You ain't got to be mad. You don't have to go through like mad. I mean, you can be angry and sin not, but you can also, use wisdom and appear to be cool, you know, cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with what is about to happen, okay? I'm trying to warn the brother, hey, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, right? And when it does, back to basics is what I wanted to come out and say, back to basics. So let me finish up and we'll get back to basics, all right? Come in and wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indian, Speckled Bird, all right, to get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back in order into the ordinances, all right? So, first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, including those that came before them, that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers that put you to word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel, all right? Shalom. So the basics, what are the basics right now that you need to have on your frontal lobe, okay? Well, things have already started, right, to unravel. Let's get Jacob's trouble. If you don't understand Jacob's trouble and that you have to be grounded in order to make it through Jacob's trouble, you ain't gonna make it through Jacob's trouble. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So don't listen to nobody tell you that there ain't no Jacob's trouble, number one. Of course there's Jacob's trouble.
Hey, brother, Hebrews 13:1.
What about Hebrews 13:1?
It says, let brothers left the king always be kind, hospitable to strangers, but by doing so, some have unwittingly entertained dangers.
But who are brothers though? Who's brother?
All brothers.
Not everybody.
All sisters.
Are Jacob and Esau brothers?
Yeah, they brothers.
Were Cain and Abel brothers?
Yeah,
What happened?
Well, they got defiant.
You got to watch out for your brother though.
Amen.
Your brother will put you to death.
Yes, sir.
All right.
God bless you, brother.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Every brother will utterly supplant you. What does that mean, utterly? That means completely destroy you. Your own brother. But you're my brother, though. Yeah, you're going to completely destroy me. So saith the word. I got to watch out. You got to watch out. All right? So you can have fun. You don't have to use wisdom out here. All right? Like the elder Manatazakba said after the little, attack GMS while they're online campaign, he said, next they'll be coming down to the camp, right? And they will, all right? And that ain't nothing new, and we've been doing that, all right? And we've been getting taken down, all right? It's been going down. There's nothing new, all right? And, I mean, you get to a point where you're just like this. When you get to the point where you understand, well, there's nothing I can do. The only thing you can do is not miss a day. If you not miss a day, you might be all right. So don't miss a day, whatever it is. You got to do something, you know. What else would you be doing? How do you miss a day? Got to do something. So anyway, What is going to keep you grounded is wisdom and knowledge. All right? During Jacob's trouble, which is not gay. It's real. All right? And that's the thing. All right? You got all of these pitfalls out here waiting to attack you, and then you got your brother, right? Your brother Nate, Bishop Nathaniel, sitting there leading you astray. So, I mean, that's just another pitfall. Your own brother. Oh, hey, you gotta love your brother. Yeah, that's true. But you also gotta prove a brother, right? You gotta prove a friend. Not every man is your brother, right? So the basics, all right? Don't miss a day. Just do something every day. Make a video every day. All right? Come out here, do the work. Don't miss a day. All right? That keeps you on your toes. That keeps you in the spirit. All right? Hey, I didn't understand the spirit until like years in. Let me see. 08, 09. Like, shit. 5-7 years in. Right? I didn't understand. You pray for the spirit, you pray, for understanding. Then you begin to see, right, what you've only heard about. You hear about the spirit. Somebody come up and tell, oh, the spirit ain't working with you. They'll tell you that real quick, right? Turn around, find out the spirit ain't working with them, right? So, patience, faith, okay, longevity. Patience, faith, longevity, all right, in this truth, all right? Because somebody just said, who was it? Germany said, World War III in 2025. That's about right. That's about right. See, you don't just go to war. All right? It takes time for logistics, for planning. All right? You don't even know that you're going to war with that particular nation, if you will, until something goes wrong. And you're like, okay, start planning for the war. It might take 2 or 3 years. Oh, we got October 7th happen. We got to go to war with these fools, right? Well, 3 years later, then the war starts. Well, you had to get everything, your ducks all in a row. You got to move all this gear and figure out what you're going to take, where the central bank is going to go. So in between that time, like now and whatever, let's say a year, let's say a year and a half, where are things going to be in a year and a half? Well, right here on the ground, this so-called election is going to destroy the nation as we know it. Okay? Everybody's almost in place. I was telling the brother about who they're letting into the country while they're making you believe that it's the tribes, right? Really, it's Moab creeping in. Moab really believes that he owns this thing. And they probably do. They probably sold this place out when they shipped out all of the manufacturing to make it so where that we don't, do we even have a GDP? You understand? They came in and cleaned house a long time ago. Now they just want the land. Get the fuck off of the beach. It belongs to us. So when you go back and you consider Red Dawn, right? That shit. It tells you in the scriptures that Russia is going to think an evil thought about coming over here, and then they're going to do it. So ain't nobody talking about that. All right. What do you? Okay, so a year and a half, 3 years. Okay. 3 years till the very end. The very end of this thing. So cut that 3 years in half. You're in the middle of that. You're in the middle of World War III in a year and a half. Now, while the World War is going on, all right, they can be shipping people. All right, I saw this ad the other day. It goes $75,000 to join the military as a senior. They got me for 15. It was a bonus. They got me for 15 in like 83. It's just a 2 year, but 75,000, what is that gonna do? That won't buy a car. Will it? Shit. But they want you to be part of that apparatus. Once you've sold out, you absolutely belong to them. And there's no other feeling like that in the world until you go through that. When you belong, right, to, and everybody does, you just don't know it. But when you belong to the United States military, for example, it is a feeling unlike anything else. Because you gotta bestow upon somebody that level of authority to get them to go downfield and fucking kill somebody. Hey, soldier, attack that, that nest. You like, I am not attacking that 60 gun nest. I'm not doing it. Well, then you come in with the ramifications of, now you're court-martialed, now you're in Fort Leavenworth, and now, what do you do, right, to get somebody to do that? So, hey, big changes are coming. Everybody's lottie-dottie right now. Everybody's cool looking down at their phone, not worried about no war, not worried about no martial law, no blackout, ain't ready for nothing. Can't see it. I'm doing good. Yeah, you're doing good. What happened to the stock market yesterday? Huh? What happened to that? Let me look at it right now. Still a little early over here. It's a lot. Yeah, the bottom fell out. Old Chris Green wasn't doing too good. Yeah. It's green. So anyway, this is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. All right, and that's huge. See, this is what you need. What do you need to get through the times that are coming? You need to be grounded. You need to have something to believe in. Because, see, people are going to break immediately. This first sign of trouble, people are going to break and say, oh, I've never seen nothing like this before. That's what Jacob's trouble implies. Something you've never seen before, the level of distress, right? So how do you manage your way through a hurricane, an earthquake? After the earthquake done destroyed everything you got, now you sitting out there in nothing but rubble, what your fireplace used to be, with a little fire and some coffee, and that's all you got. Then you got to get out there and you got to go make a way. This is the kind of situation that everybody's going to be in. Okay? Everybody's going to be in a bad situation. So when you read something like this that tells you, all right, what does it tell you? It tells you, look, you can't be out here being no bitch ass nigga. You can't be no pussified bitch ass nigga out here when this shit goes down. Okay? Because it's gonna be fucked up all the way through. Right? Not only is it gonna be, right, the most distressful time ever on the face of the earth. Not only that, but the Most High God is the one that's doing it. So there's no way out. There's no easy way. There's no way around it. Your only choice is to go through that thing, through the fire. That's it. And the sooner, if you have that already on your frontal, that's step number one. Step number two, okay, shit's gonna get hard. Sirach 2:1 again. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord. And why do we come to serve the Lord? Because we know we've been alerted to what is about to happen. If you don't know what is about to happen, you ain't ready for what is about to happen. And it's gonna creep up on you and catch you. And you thought that it was some kind of joke. When it catches, you ain't ready, you ain't grounded. And you're gonna get tossed to and fro. Not gonna be pretty. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You're gonna be tempted to your breaking point as much as you can handle. Everybody, okay? Everybody's gonna catch it. Everybody has their own specific turmoil designed for you that you're gonna go through. So nobody's getting, Most High, he showed me mercy. No, he showed you mercy by putting you through that shit, right? And delivering you. That's what mercy is. Mercy is being in the boiling water and getting pulled out, all right? So the bad part, see, nobody's getting out of the bad part. There's gotta be a bad part, okay? And here it is. These are the instructions on how to get through this thing. All right? Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch ass nigga out here. That's basically what's being said. All right? Sirach 2:2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. In the what? In the time of what? Trouble. Jacob's trouble. These are the instructions on how to make it through what? Jacob's trouble. In the time of trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble. Alas, for that day is great. So, what are the instructions again? Prepare thy soul. Get ready for some fucked up shit. Because the fucked up shit is about to hit everybody at lightning speed all at the same time. And let's see how you deal with it. Okay? Let's see how that goes. Complete chaos and turmoil. Let's see how that goes for everyone at the same time. All right? So there's temptation. Get ready for temptation. Set thy heart aright. That's your mind. Okay? Get your mind right. What are these? These are the instructions to make it through Jacob's trouble. The time of trouble. It's going to mention it by name. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Time of trouble is Jacob's trouble, and it's going to be the worst experience that you've had in all of your lives. Just like Babylon the Great is actually the worst experience you've had in all of your lives, because this is the worst and most wicked kingdom of all. So what then? All right. Well, you need a playbook, right? Why are we in this truth out here making ourselves laughing stocks for that matter? Why? Because we're afraid of what is about to happen, what the Most High is going to do. We've been warned of what the Most High is going to do to this place and destroy it, and we're afraid of that. We're afraid of the Most High. So we're like this, okay, well, what do I got to do? Well, you got to, if you come to serve the Lord, if you want to manage your way through this chaos that's coming, right? Get ready, because you're at the bottom of the pecking order. You're at the bottom of the totem pole, if you will. Now, what you're gonna do inadvertently is you're gonna make it to the top by being and fighting at the bottom. You'll be exalted to the very top. You crazy motherfuckers, you were right. You can be all the way at the top. You're gonna be lauded for being out there, right? And standing stiffly for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? You don't really have a choice. Okay? You could, not do this. You're going to deal with it. That's your way of dealing. Not doing this is your way of dealing with it. Right? And you really don't have a choice. Either you're going to do this or you're not. And it's not all about doing this. You got people out here doing this for filthy lucre, for whatever, for self-aggrandizement, right? Trying to become somebody, which is crazy, going back into the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But the men of the Lord that are on our watch, this is what we know. We know that any moment, it can go from day to night. Okay? And when it does, because that time is upon us, when it does, all right, that's when this instruction kicks in. All right? It's going to shock you if, oh shit, it's going down. Then, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself. Like, okay, get ready. Get ready. Okay, what do we do? Okay, you go into action. Assess the situation. See how severe it is for you in your area. Well, it hasn't completely gone to hell yet. People aren't chasing each other, stopping cars and doing whatever, right? Let me check what's going on in LA. Well, do we have communication? We got comms. You understand? Things of that sort. What are you gonna do, right? When the shit pops off, and they're talking about it every day, right? Oh, but here comes the blackout. Here comes the blackout. All right. What are you gonna do when that bad boy pops off? Right? Well, you're going to assess the situation minute by minute. Okay? Let's get there. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So you got to know what these signs are, and then you got to move. You got to move. When you see the sign, you move on it because you got a plan. What is your plan? I'm going to listen to the Spirit of the Lord. He's going to tell me exactly what I need to do. Right? The Spirit of the Lord started a long time ago telling you what to do. Get out there. Get your ass out there, which is what the elder apostles said. You heard that. And that's the spirit of prophecy. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem, who came out and said, get your ass out there. So the Spirit been dealing with you, talking to you for a while now, and you're responding to it. You're still out here, still pushing. And when the shit goes down, you're gonna continue to do what the Spirit tells you. The Lord willing is guiding you in the right way. All right. And we see all of it. 2nd Ezra 9 and 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those days, of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So, we don't see that. We don't see earthquakes everywhere and uproars of the people. We see nothing but uproars of it. Nothing but. So, you think it's time? All right. You think it ain't time? So what happens? What did I say? And this is the basics. This is how you get through this. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Of what time? The times of Jacob's trouble. You need to be stable in this thing. You need to be rooted and grounded. You need to know. Now we go back to Sirach. Here's what you need to know. Sirach 2 and 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. See? It's that. That's that good, stern talking to that you need from your dad. The people don't understand that. All right? They don't understand. See, a lot of Negroes ain't had a dad, right? Or like to defy their dad or whatever. But when you hear a gem like this, right? This, you have to put it in your memory banks that this is what you use when you're out there scared. See, because when you're scared, right, you make mistakes. That's what happens. You make mistakes when you're scared, when you're frightened. So, knowing that, what do? When moment you become afraid, then you got to calm yourself down and make wise and rational decisions. And it helps to know who the devil is, all right? It helps to know when you're making wise and profitable decisions, it helps to know who your adversary is. Because if you don't, what kind of decisions are you making? I'm going to go to the FEMA camp and they're going to hook me up. No, you don't know who your adversary is. Here it is, you're on the battlefield and you don't know the tricks of the trade. Right? Going back to what? Well, this knowledge. This knowledge tells you who your enemy is. This knowledge tells you who your adversary is, and they can't help it. They can't change. Yeah, the Most High might make even your enemy to be at peace with you, but that's still your enemy, and he's always capable, right, of turning up on you. And in a chaotic situation, well, you better have some discernment out there, because some of these automated killing machines called Edomites, right? They're not playing. They've been waiting. They've been lying in wait for a whole minute to put niggas to death. And they are about it. That day is coming. They know it's close. You can see them. Some of them just take a gun and say, I can't wait. They take that weapon down to the church. This is Sirach 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Like, cleave unto who? See, there's only one way through this. And you got to understand that you're blessed, that the Most High is dealing with you, because you can be one of the ones that doesn't get it. Well, I don't get it. Well, what are you doing up here? Well, you're just reading this book and I'm like, well, you don't get it. Can't you see that this makes logical sense? I don't get it. No, you don't get it. And that's just the way it is. See, it's not what we were told it is. How many variables could there be? When you're dealing with the Most High, how many variables can there be? Is there only one way to do things with the Most High? Is his way just unipolar, or is it multipolar? It's a ridiculous question. And see, here's what it comes down to. You gotta know who the Most High is. You were taught who the Most High is not. Okay, well, God loves everybody. That's a lie. So that's garbage in, garbage out. You're losing. All right, so you don't understand the Most High. Well, the Most High is about to destroy the world. He is? Yeah, he is. He's done it before. Don't you know, Noah? Okay? What does a nigga not understand is what my question is. And I get it. I get it. See, really, we're just out here doing this because we fear the Most High. Not that it means anything. He can wake up everybody. The Most High can wake up everybody right now. But that's not the way he wrote it out. He wrote it out. Get your ass out. All right? So what do? Well, you need a plan. You need to hear a word behind you saying this is the way. And and your ears aren't even open. Uh-oh. The Dow's in the red. Bear with me. Isaiah 30. Bear with me. This is Isaiah 30 and 20. This is very appropriate. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teacher, and thine ears shall hear the word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. Okay, so this is how you make it through. You got to hear that voice behind you. What's that voice? The Spirit of the Lord. And you got to be spiritual out here. You got to be walking in the Spirit to hear the Spirit. All right? In other words, you got to be focused. Don't miss a day. If you don't miss a day, right, you maintain your focus. You got to eat, right? You got to eat, you got to make a video. You got to eat, you got to go out and do the work. It's simple. We're almost out of here, right? You're supposed to be sprinting right now. This is my old man sprint. So, just the basics, man. Know who your enemy is if you're on the battlefield. Okay? Issachar can be lost out here. Here it is, they're bringing up Zebulon. They're bringing up Asher. Right? They're bringing up Issachar. They're bringing up everybody. Right? Right through the border. They get up here, they're going to be wanting to fight us. What kind of quagmire is that? Here it is. We're the tribe, but they got it. Esau got it set up, right, to where we're going to fight each other for jobs and money. And they got EBT and we didn't. They're getting houses and You know? And that's Esau, right? Because he knows that's still Jake. He knows it's Shakar and Zebulon and Asher. He knows that's Jake. But he's going to give him some money so we can be these crabs in a bucket fighting amongst each other. Because he knows how to set Jake off is what it is. Yeah, the pride of this place is about to fall in an enormous way. The most proud out here. Damn, the chicken house smells so good today. The only way out of this thing is up the middle, right? And on a chariot. But you got to go up the middle first. 35 dive. Split right. 35 dive on 2. Ready, break. Split right, 35 dive on 2. Split right, 35 dive. All right. Blue 24. Book of Ezekiel. Seven and 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. What is evil? Bad time. What is the bad time? Jacob's trouble. What are you supposed to do in time of trouble? Make not haste. Right? You gotta wait. You gotta be patient and understand this thing is coming, man. And you can't outrun it. You can't run around it. You gotta go up the middle, man. Now, how do you do that? Knowing that you gotta go up the middle, what do? Fucking study to show yourself approved. You gotta rightly divide this word so that the instruction comes through. You got people out here have no clue. You got people that know the scriptures but aren't spiritual. There's so many variables, right? This brother, Naquan, he could bring out, he could load them up with 100 niggas. He could load them up, but he ain't spiritual. All you need, see, in the spirit, that's your spirit. The spirit can show you that man ain't spiritual. Like Alazar right now is catching spiritual hell. He's been exposed for not being spiritual. And you know, it's sad because you want these kids, right? You want these kids to make it, to do what is right, to grow up. And really what's happening is you fucked up so long ago and you didn't get right. And now everybody can see it because it's time to be exposed. And it's scary, you know? It's scary situation. But what do? Hey, you stay grounded. Hey, that we're about to see A bunch of crazy shit. Ezekiel 7:7, the morning is come unto thee, and thou that dwellest in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. See, that's what Jacob's trouble is about. You niggas deserve that shit. We all do, but those that repented, right? Because this is the way it was written. It's not what I'm saying. That's just what was written. If you're going to repent, you were written to repent. If you're not going to repent, you're just a nigga that's going to die in the fire, and that's the way it was written. And nobody can do anything about it except for accept it and marvel at this marvelous story that we've been written into. When you think about it, what kind of idiot would say there is no God when a baby can come out of a woman after two people have sex? Who created that? That just happened on its own? Come on. Something else is at play, and America is the land of the dumbass, right? Those migrants get over here, they start sizing and they, whoa, you motherfuckers are stupid over here. I'm like, pretty much. Pretty much so. Ezekiel 7:9, and mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. Now, some of you you need that. You need that because you forgot. You lost your damn mind. Think you could do whatever the fuck you want to do and get away with it. Who raised you? You know? There are not consequences for your actions. Who raised you like that? Okay? And all of us, again, nobody's innocent, but those of us that repented, right? Hey, you pray to the Most High for the Spirit to repent. Right? There are things you can do. Right? You can give diligence to make your calling and election sure. What are the things that I can do? If it interests you at all. See, this is an example of the Spirit jumping on somebody for righteousness, for that matter. Say, well, what can I do? What are the things that I can do? What are the precepts that I can go to that tell me the things that I can do to repent? So I can get out of this sentence that's coming to me. And the thing is, it's all in there. But that Spirit got to come on you first to repent, to seek the Lord. All right? A lot of people seeking the Lord and not finding it, being led astray. And then you got those that had the Lord, and then they fell off because it was written that way. So it's the understanding, right? It's the understanding. What do I do not to fall off? Well, you got to humble yourself. What is the Most High like? These little things, right? have to put that shit together. Find out what the Most High likes. Find out what he don't like. Don't do what he don't like. What you do makes a difference. You can read the Bible all day and all night and not do anything, and you fail. You gotta do it. I'm sure that the nigga that knows 2 precepts and he's doing them, the Most High is like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Not the one that's loading them up with a camp of 100. He don't care about it. They're not doing one thing. Right? Guess what it is? It's no small matter to be the leader of a camp or the leader of an Israelite group. If you are, look at Jephthah. Look at Nate. Look at Bubble Eye. You see what happened to these dudes? You're playing around with the Most High. Of course, you're not humble at all. You're playing games in what is left of 3 seconds left on the motherfucking dude's dick. All right, and it's crazy. That 11th hour, right, is going to be crazy. Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Prepare your heart, which is your mind, for temptation. Prepare, call halal Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shalom. Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare. What does it mean to prepare? You're a prepper. You're a soul prepper. This is what you got to understand. Prepare for what? The time of trouble. That is unlike any other. You got to make it through this. You got to make it through this, man. How are you gonna get out? How are you gonna get beamed up on a chariot? You gotta go up the fucking middle with the 35 dive, dude. Fasten your chin strap and put your mouthpiece in, and get ready to hammer the ball up the motherfucking middle. That's it. The 35 dive, G. Up the middle. That's it. And you got to get ready. What does it mean to prepare? Get ready. Listen to the metaphor. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's huge. Yes, we're here. We're doing it. Right? But guess what? It hasn't even started yet. The crazy. You know what this book is about? The Bible is a book about things that are unbelievable at this day and age. So you've got to believe things. You got to believe that the things in this book took place. And the things in this book have to do with flying, disappearing, okay, UFOs. There's a whole lot in there. All right? That people don't know about, first of all, and the reason they don't know is because they went and hid it all. Why you gotta hide it? Which brings you back to belief. If it was hidden, and people don't know, right? There's a wealth of information, but you don't know. Well, UFOs don't exist, except for in the Bible. They're all through it. So who's right? Well, there's no God, except for in the Bible. And the Bible tells you all about God, how he's running the earth, what he expects you to do. But there ain't no, somebody's out here saying that there's no God. And if there is a God, he looks like me, right? A fucking leprous ass dog. No. No. Anyway, we're at the end of this. If Babylon the Great is the worst, the most abominable kingdom on the face of the earth, right? Well, doesn't that call for a fantastic destruction? Right? Right? Going back to Egypt, right? Right? Going back to Egypt, they still talk about that shit because for the time, that was the shit. Well now, okay, what do we got to do now? How do we end this movie, or this part of the movie? I'm looking for a particular scripture, so bear with me. Jeremiah 23. Jeremiah 23:7. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, woo, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Whoa. The seed, who's going to be saved? What does it say? Which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and everywhere else. All right, so my point is that this calls for a spectacular ending. You know, fireworks and throwing a match in a fucking car exploding. The whole damn thing, right? How do you end a movie? How do you end the best movie? And it's not the end, it's the prequel. Prequel to the kingdom, right? Because the kingdom is coming. Planet of the Apes, the kingdom. Right? They know. Thy kingdom come. I'm so glad we had this time together. So anyway, the basics. Have a plan. Well, what's your plan? Well, I'm going to follow the Lord whithersoever he goeth. That's pretty easy. Right? Pray for discernment. Pray for understanding. Pray that the Most High not take his Holy Spirit from you. Okay? Fast. Pray. Fast. Understand that this is the most important thing. There's nothing other than this. Right? Out of all the things and all the worries in the world, right? Everything all comes down to this. And with all the workings and mechanics of everything going on right now, there's going to come a time soon that everybody is only going to be concerned with this. With what? With God and the angels, Yahweh Shai, the children of Israel, the 144,000. All eyes are going to be on this. That's the whole thing. Here's what's going on. So all we got to do is be patient. Go back 15 years, right? Everything is, I look around me, everything has changed, but some things haven't changed. Still out here, all right? But a lot of things have changed. Wasn't nothing going on back then, right? I was looking crazy. Well, what are you doing out here? I'm like, looking crazy. I'm looking crazy as part of it. Right? But just being out here and seeing what was going on in 09, which is nothing. Now seeing what's going on, like I was explaining to the brother. Hey, we knew what it was. Everybody knew. And then went right back to sleep. You knew what it was when CV came and they locked this bitch down. You knew what it was. It was like, oh shit. And they gave you 2 seconds to go right back to sleep because that shit had gotten real. Well, guess what? This time ain't no going back to sleep. And that, you know why they did that? To set you up this time. You gotta be, okay, all right, we're ready. We're ready for things to go back to the way they were. Right? They're like, yeah, okay, come right over here in this line. You ready for things to go back the way they were? One-on-one, the basics, you can't do this. They're going to do this. They're going to force you to do this. And you can't do it. which is going to exacerbate the problem of Jacob's trouble. No, you can't buy and sell. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So, that goes into the C hip, right? Don't take it. The basics, 101. Don't take the C hip. And if anybody is teaching you other than that, you're fucking doomed. You're doomed. Letting you know that we're at the end. Here it is. They're going to start forcing C hips. And you got a nigga over here who is the head Israelite teacher, recognized all over the world, telling you that the C hip is not the MOT to the beat. The Most High is real. Okay? You can only surmise how real the Most High is after, well, here you got Nate. Nate is all done up in purple on a horse, okay, representing Israelites, and it's really a joke. See, how can you be serious? Is this nigga serious? That nigga on that nag, right? Are you serious? No, we're supposed to be running the 35 dive. There's nothing pretty about the 35 dive. Okay? Your pretty garments are not going to survive the 35 dive. Okay? So that guy's a joke, but that is proof positive that the Most High exists when you got that dude representing all of Israel. How is he representing all Israel when he's a clown? Okay, that lets you know that the Most High is not playing, right? When you get into the characteristics of the Most High likes the underdog. The Most High likes the hidden guy. He likes the soft-spoken guy. He don't like the proud guy. He likes the opposite of it. Okay? He created both of them. See, the Most High, he created assholes. If God created an asshole, wouldn't it be like the perfect asshole? Right? Well, he did that. He called them Edomites. Okay? So we got Edomites out. And what are Edomites out doing? They're out being assholes. Right? Most High gave them rulership of the planet for a whole minute. And what are they doing? They're doing what they do. Running shit right into the ground, destroying shit, and blaming it on us. Being deceptive about it. What they do. But it's gonna get bad for everybody. And ain't nobody getting out. Right? You ain't getting out. A couple of you in them bunkers. So you don't even understand the bunker. Your bunker game ain't right. What's happening now? You gonna go down in that bunker with all of that fine food, and they're gonna be bombing away out here. And you're gonna make it through all of that. And immediately when the bomb starts, you're gonna get dragged out of that damn bunker and thrown head first into hardcore chattel slavery. Hardcore chattel slavery. Motherfucker don't want to hear that shit. When you hear these words strung together in in a sentence, in a phrase. Hardcore chattel slavery. A motherfucker don't want to discuss that shit right there. Did you say hardcore chattel slavery? I said hardcore chattel slavery. With whips, motherfucker. Ask Kunta Kinte. All right? So the movie is getting good, you know. I'm happy about it. It's a lot good. Check this out. We just got to ride it out, man. 35 dive. And then, you know, you gotta understand that it's already written. Here's how you cut to the chase. When you understand everything is already done, it's already written. We're just playing it out. Okay. So now what can you do? Now you go search out how to look good. How do I look good? I want to look good. I want to look like I'm somebody who is going to make it through Jacob's trouble and then get beamed up onto a fucking UFO. I want to look like that. What does that guy look like? Well, I have to say that lately they've been making these AI portraits or AI pictures, right? You know what I'm talking about, the new ones that are all, and those are some damn good depictions of what it looks like of what it looks like. They got the brother hemmed up and they all got they're drawing down, and he got the Bible out. He's like this, motherfucker, I'm not worried about none of you bitches. That's what it looks like. You gotta look like that in your mind. If you're gonna see, because making it could be dying, getting your head lopped off with a guillotine. But in order to go up the middle, right? Shit, you might make it to the 2-yard line, and then somebody else got to pound it in, but you got us to the 2. The body, you got the whole body to the 2, is the point. But making it to the end, right? You got to make it to the end. How you gonna do that, man? You gotta get your mind right now. How you gonna get your mind right in absolute chaos? You're not. You're gonna be confused. You're not gonna be composed. You're not gonna be settled. Woo! Sirach 2. And 8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. That's not what I wanted. I wanted 7. Sirach 2 and 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Now what does that mean? That means the Most High ain't going to act until the last minute. He's going to let you sit there scared, let you get really frightened, and then he'll act. So you got to wait till the last, you got to have faith all the way to the last minute, right? Until death. Until death. Be ye faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of gold. Paraphrasing. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. What do you mean, go not aside? It means stay on this narrow path. That means a 35 dive up the middle and not go to the side. 35 dive on the middle on 2. Up the middle on 2. Ready, break. So, at any moment, okay, when the lights go out, okay, when they shut everything down, what do? Well, you take a breath and you assess the situation. And you say to yourself, are the lights coming back on within 24 hours? You get your 24-hour period. If the lights don't come back on, you make your move. You got the 48-hour period, you got the 72-hour period. Once that when you cross the 72-hour period of the lights being on, your plan better be in effect. If you stays in the hood and the lights go out for 3 days, you better get your ass up out the hood, because it ain't gonna be all good in the hood after 72 hours of the lights being on. Right? It's gonna be all hood in the hood. It ain't gonna be all good in the hood. It's gonna be all hood in the hood when the lights go out. So that's somewhat of a plan. Okay? Especially if you know. See, if you know, how about Shimmy Hawashai is going to feed you, clothe you, water you. You already know this. Okay? So you can roll out. But that level of faith, right? That level of faith will have had to have been built up so that you could even, move like that. And then wisdom. See, if you ain't moving in wisdom, there's going to be a lot of badasses out there for the first 3 days. First 3 days, the first week, they're going to be popping guns and shooting and killing. A lot of people are going to die that first week. So, if a lot of people are going to die in that first week, shouldn't you be like, I'm finna hunker down for this first week? That's a plan. Well, I'm gonna hunker down, I'm gonna get the hell out of the hood, and I'm gonna hunker down for a week and let everybody kill. I mean, that's a plan. Some people don't even know that the lights are gonna be shut out. They don't believe it. Here it is, we're the town crier, the lights are going out, and the motherfucker ain't got a plan. My plan is to listen closely to the Spirit of the Lord and say, here is the way. This is the way. Here, this is the only plan you need. Wait for the Spirit of the Lord to hit you, to tell you to go in the right direction. And if not, then the Lord ain't dealing with you and you're going to die. It's either or, really. Comes down to it. But how can you make yourself look good to the Most High, or as though you might be of the elect? Hey, you put on therefore of the elect. You put it on. Put the garment on. Put the humility on. Right? Put the brotherly love on. Get out there. Get your ass out. Right? And it's not for everybody, but what can you do in all truth and in sincerity, right? You don't have to be out here for, however many years. If that's not your lot, then that's what it is. But if it is, and you missed it, and you suddenly out scoffing, then, hey, everybody's got their lot. Sirach 2:11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. Well, guess what? We are completely being afflicted right now. And in what they call Jacob's trouble, where you are Jacob, how can a nigga say that there ain't no such thing as Jacob's trouble, right? And then try to take it back. When it's got your name on it, Jacob's trouble, you're the most recognized Israelite on the face of the earth. You don't use the name, and there ain't no Jacob's trouble, and you are an abomination. You are, because you're leading the people astray. But the understanding is, whoever's being led astray, right, the deceiver and the deceived are his. So it's just the understanding, you know. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can make yourself look better by putting on the elect, but really, you just gotta, you know, you gotta be like Dudley and do right. That's it. So with that, you know, hey, the basics is all you need. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. That's real simple. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It's so plain. Philippians 2:12. Philippians 2:12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now, much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? So, the basics, man. Work out your what? Own salvation. What is that? Going up the middle of the 35 die and getting on first making it through Jacob's trouble, and then what? Then getting beamed up. So that should, you know, that's the plan. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect will edify you brothers and few sisters out there. Double honors to the elder apostles. Salakia. Call halal Yahweh Shemi Hoshai Bahashim Makar. Double honors to the elder apostles, GMS, including the elder that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and the sincerity of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, shalom.